And I want to welcome my daughter Marcella.
Hello.
And our DJ Spider.
Hello.
And our special guest today, the famous Detective Gomez from the Cheaters TV show.
Correct.
And the Cheaters show is back.
Yes, it is.
We're going to talk all about that. And I'm Gabrielle, and I want to welcome everyone. And we'll jump right into it.
Okay,
so
let's do it.
You have been here before on our show.
Yes.
And we had a lot of fun that day. And then
It was a good time.
we talked about Cheetahs, the show, and what you did on it and everything. And then lo and behold, how life goes, all of a sudden, Cheetahs is back.
Right.
Tell
right.
us all about how that came about.
Well, I guess their goal was to start shooting for the this season, this year. And so the show start airing in September.
Okay.
So we started shooting back in what's that? August or July,
Yeah.
June, something like that. We started kind of shooting, start getting things ready for them to start
Right.
shooting, and it takes them about 2 or 3 weeks to put a whole episode together. And so we start shooting. It's me and there's a couple of guys that are investigating cases also. We start putting together and put them out for season premiere for the fall,
Nice.
and started pumping them out.
How many shows did you film?
I did about 5. I think a couple of the guys did about 4 or 5,
Yeah.
and then there's me and like 3 other guys also. So all of us together, combined, put together about 20 something shows.
Oh,
So this is airing in September for this year. 2019?
2018.
Oh, it's
it is
on
we started.
already.
Yeah, it's already on.
Oh.
So our season
We missed this.
18 starts in September, and it goes through, I believe, the end of April, and then of course summertime starts, and everything goes into reruns.
so
Oh.
what channel is it on? Tell
On the
us.
CW33.
CW33
10
Dallas. It's a Dallas station, correct?
Yeah, Dallas, but it's
Is it national?
It's a national show, yeah.
Nice.
And,
Worldwide.
Yeah, it's worldwide. It's on,
It
it's in-
is?
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah,
know
it's
that.
in syndication. I think on VH1 and MTV. And
Yeah,
then,
I feel like I've seen it everywhere.
Oh,
right,
wow.
and then it's a national. I mean, it's a worldwide show. Thanks,
Worldwide
Spider.
show.
Well,
That's
you
crazy.
can watch it in Mexico and Europe and Germany and.
So does
everywhere.
it have the different languages you
Oh, yeah.
can choose?
Yeah, that was one of the guys that had come in on Gomez's show.
Yeah.
Was talking about he had to send it off for other countries to do their voiceovers in their languages.
My friend's boyfriend was on Cheaters.
Really?
Marcos Venegas.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, and it's really old though.
What
That
was
sounds familiar.
He is a hairdresser in Dallas. He used to be at I forgot what their old salon was called. Him and Cruz, and I think he had like crazy hair then. I'm not sure. Marcos,
Huh.
yeah. And it was
was
two
he
girls.
the cheater? Oh,
I don't.
what was that?
I don't remember. I'd have to
probably
look it
a long
up.
time.
It was a long time
I'm
ago.
trying to think. Like, oh my God, it's hard. It's so hard to remember because there's
Of
so many.
course, yeah.
And then, people, they ask you, hey, what about this? And especially now, the hard thing is that a lot of shows are re-airing now from, especially like on I think the VH1, I think, that they're airing old shows from 2002. And you're like, hey, how's that person doing? Or
You're like, I have
I'm like,
no idea.
I don't remember.
So is it all the same, like same format, same?
It's the same format,
everything?
pretty much the same format, but, our equipment and, technology's gotten a lot better. The show sounds better. The show looks better.
Good.
And I think this year they're doing a little bit different on the interviews. They got kind of like more of a, like a detective kind of interview where I have like a little spotlight over the head type thing. They got
Yeah.
something like that now, as opposed to being like a green screen
Yeah.
thing going on in the back. So it's a little bit different.
A little updated.
Yeah, a little update. Trying to change it up a little bit. New look,
So out of the 5 shows you did, what were they? Tell us a little bit.
I think the one I liked the most was the last one I did. No, the first one I did and the last one. The first one was good.
What
It went down at the Margaret Hunt Bridge downtown on a
You're
Friday.
caught cheating on a bridge.
On a Friday night, and it was crazy.
What happened?
It was the guy had been his car had broken down, and he wasn't able to drive because of a DWI arrest he had in the past, and he had another girl come to pick him up, and they went out there, walking on a Friday night, and we had the whole crew ready to go, and went out there and took the whole crew out there to the Margaret Hunt Bridge, and it was
with
crazy.
the wife or what?
With the girlfriend, yeah, and it was crazy. It was nuts. It was because when I originally got there, there wasn't that many people there, but I guess it's like a hot spot on a Friday night.
I don't even know what that is.
The Margaret Hunt Bridge?
Is it the white?
What is it?
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
the big
Okay.
yeah.
I forgot that was its name.
Yeah, yeah.
Like Trinity Groves is.
Okay.
Yeah, Trinity Grove. Yeah, and it was nuts. It's crazy. I mean, they had like people doing that. What's that exercise they do? Like people pay for like in the morning and something like that.
Zumba?
No, it's like
yoga.
No, it's what's it? I can't think of it. But it's like 60 people were doing.
I know what
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes. Oh my gosh, a fitness thing, right?
It's like a fitness thing. Like
I have no idea.
there's like 60 people out there doing that.
Oh,
over there.
while you're filming?
Yeah, and there's like this, little Hispanic girl doing a little quinceañera thing with her, taking pictures for a thing over there, and then there's families over here, and there's a little band over here, and there's this going on over here, and then we got cheaters going on right at the mix. And
So does everybody start looking and like you get like a crowd? Yeah.
Camp Gladiator. Camp
Gladiator.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I would have never guessed that.
They had all that going on over there, and I'm like, man, this is people selling stuff, and it was just crazy. It was crazy.
So did she freak out?
She freaked out, and so did everybody else that was out there. They got like a free show too.
Right. So did anybody start like trying to fist fight?
But there was some a little bit of hair pulling and kind of normal things and
Normal things.
Normal.
I think the funniest part was towards the very end. She said, "Hey, look, I bought you those shoes, and I want you to take your shoes off, and I want them back." So you may have to take your shoes off, and
No way.
He was kind of a heavy-set guy, so he kind of fell down, and
What? Oh my gosh.
She pushed him down, and was kind of a.
So did he choose the new girlfriend or the old girlfriend?
He didn't really have a choice because he went with the new girlfriend because the old girlfriend just took off with us and left him there.
Did the old girlfriend or the new girlfriend know that he had a girlfriend?
No.
Oh.
No, didn't know that.
So you might not have gone with either.
Yeah,
eventually.
right. At the end of the day.
Yeah, so it was kind of a scene. It's crazy.
Oh my gosh.
It was. I was like.
So
whoa.
when you talk like this, it's like you are totally like surprised about it.
Yeah,
You didn't
because I
expect
started thinking
this.
about it because when you asked me like, well, what happened? I'm like, oh yeah, that was crazy. Yeah, I was because it was still kind of warm back then when we started shooting, and it was just nuts, crazy.
So you are shocked yourself. So that's what makes a good show when
you
don't expect it to go this crazy, right?
Yeah, I mean sometimes you don't, but you just realize that people, if they're going to cheat, they just do it anywhere. Anywhere they can for that moment of lust.
That's what I've said sometimes. Like, don't be shocked. I mean, going out partying at nighttime, you'll probably cheat, but people will cheat when they're working.
Yeah, during the day.
People cheat during the day.
I'm watching the guys
trying to be inconspicuous.
Yeah. I mean, and they people use all kinds of ways to try to get out of it if they're really interested in somebody. I know I had a case not too long ago where a guy was leaving his phone and his car in one spot and having some woman pick him up because the wife had the whole iPhone
track my
track
phone
thing. Yeah, the iPhone Connect thing, whatever. So he'd leave the phone and the car in one spot, and the other girl would come pick him up.
He'd leave his phone in there.
Yeah.
What if you need to get a hold of somebody?
It didn't take him long.
Didn't need to. He
Doesn't
was
need
a hold of something
Oh,
else.
like a quick wham bam thing.
Yeah.
It wasn't anything. Like an hour and a half, and came back, and so. Sometimes you got to figure those things out, because you're like, well, he keeps parking and keeps going back to work late at night, and his car's parked there, so I think he's working. And I go, but he comes home and takes a shower real fast when he gets home, and I'm like, well, we might be onto something.
Oh my God, I'd kill someone.
So then when you have to make that phone call to that.
Well, they have to call me first, and then I call them back and say, look, this is what we got, this is what we don't have. But I usually try to listen to them and say, look, what do you got? Tell me what you got. Let me tell you what you need. And if we can agree to this, then we can go from there.
Do you feel like you're a therapist sometimes? Like, do these people cry and do you feel bad?
Sometimes I just try to explain to them that, you're not going to get rich from your spouse doing this unless you just get like something where it's like somebody having an affair like with their boss or something like that, or a politician or something.
Right.
The other person's married or something like that. You're not going to, you can use it as leverage.
Right.
But you're not, the judge isn't just going to hand you over the whole house and all his 401k or anything like that. It's not going to happen that quick.
Right.
But you may be able to negotiate a little bit more than an average person would get.
Oh, if they cheat.
If they cheat, yeah. But use it like before you go to court and say, look, let's make a deal, or I'm going to have your mistress fired or something like that. You can talk about things like that before you actually get to court.
But I feel like we have seen someone in your office over there with the windows crying.
Oh yeah.
You might have. I mean,
I definitely have.
Yeah. I mean, it's always it's just a challenge. I mean, you can't. I told a guy the other day. I said, you gotta. I mean, there's just no guarantee I'm going to catch her cheating today.
Mm-hmm.
There's kind of an experimental period there that you have to work on the case and see if what you're saying is true, or maybe she just doesn't want you anymore. You know,
Right.
maybe she's just tired of you.
Yeah.
So you got to figure that part out. And sometimes you got to say, hey man, I don't think she loves you anymore. She's not cheating. She just doesn't want to be around you. So that's why she's getting out of the house.
Oh gosh, I didn't even think about that. Like sometimes people aren't cheating. They
Yeah.
just
Sometimes you're just
don't want to go home.
tired of your BS and it's just done.
So do you ever have you ever had a case where you were worried about, say the guy comes to you and says, I think my girlfriend's wife is cheating, that you were worried that he might do something crazy, like if he really finds out, like aggressive, you know?
No, I mean, not really, but I usually talk to him about that first. I'm like, hey, how you feeling, or are you okay? I mean,
no crime of passion today.
I don't want to, nothing crazy. I had a couple of women that have, kind of said stuff like that.
That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, because one lady told me once, she said, well, Detective Gomez, he cheated on me once before, but I went and talked to the girl and told her that if there was an accident that happened to her,
An accident?
It wouldn't be my fault, just to let her know that. And I was like,
God.
Wow.
She was like, this guy's going to be my husband forever. And that's why I married you. And, didn't want to let him go.
What?
Wow.
So many people. So I know of so many that put up with it. That's
the
other problem.
Some people just put up with it because it's so hard to find somebody else these days. And it's so hard to get into the whole, what's your favorite color? What do you like to eat? What do you like to do thing, and stuff like that. So
Well,
I don't
if that's
care.
your pickup line, that's why it's hard to find someone.
because you ask all these questions and
I don't care. I'd rather be alone than
Yeah.
having to live with that.
yeah,
mess.
sometimes it's hard to get into it, and then trying to find that right one when you do have like quite a few people wanting to talk to you, and then you got to find out that person's married or not married, or is he crazy, or this or that, or
But
some nut
there's
job.
plenty of people in the world. There will be somebody
Yeah.
else. I believe that. If you really want to, there will be someone else
Yeah, you
and
just gotta-
that doesn't cheat on you.
Yeah, you just got to take your time and
Mhm.
do your research and
Call Detective Gomez
Yeah.
before you get too deep into it.
Yeah,
But
yeah. Before you get too deep, that's the key word, because you
Yeah.
can't just, there was a friend. I think I might have told you a story last time. A friend of mine on Facebook who was constantly looking for the man, but she would always look at the outside of the guy, not the real inside of the guy, and found out later on he was lying about his age, name, and everything else, and just got out of prison.
Oh my goodness,
Yeah,
that's important.
You're like, I don't think he would. She goes, I don't think he would lie to me, and I go,
never.
where'd you meet him at? On the internet. I'm like, well, I don't know what to tell you. And then of course we finally lied to him.
Of
I can't
course.
believe this guy did me wrong, and I'm like, you only known him for 4 weeks. What do you expect?
Wow. Probably jumped right in bed with him, so then it's even worse.
Yeah, it's even worse, and all that. If all that stuff starts happening, and if you get emotionally tied, and then you don't know how to tell him no, or tell him I don't want this, or it's hard.
Mhm.
I saw a quote. It said there's somebody typed into Google that there's like 2 billion something men in the world, and it's like you're crying over one.
Yeah,
Like that doesn't
it's true.
deserve
Yeah,
your tears or something like that.
yeah.
When you really think about the number, it's a lot of people.
Yeah, I think most people. I think I've run into a lot of things now where people are like, I'm more happy with just somebody just treats me right. Just treats me good. Don't have to be flashy or anything. Just treat you the way you want to be treated.
How is your love life going, by the way?
How the what?
How is your love life going?
It's it's average, I guess. I mean, I'm working on everybody else's love life instead of mine. I need to take some time off to take care of some business every once in a while. But
But no steady girlfriend?
nothing.
Nothing serious
right
right now.
Right.
I always have to ask what happens there.
Yeah,
Now, you're also the owner of the Gomez Detective Agency.
correct.
And you're the owner of the Beyond Cheetahs classified podcast that you just started.
Right.
Which is very cool. So everyone needs to go follow your podcast,
Yes, it's
subscribe
called,
to it.
Yeah, Beyond Cheaters, the Detective Gomez Files.
Yes.
That's the name of the podcast.
So when you do that podcast, do you talk about cases or?
We talk about everything. We talk about cases, talk about production, people in production that are doing production work that work with the TV show Cheaters. I've got some want to interview some of the hosts from the TV show Cheaters, like Tommy Habeeb, Joey Greco, and some of the other guys who've been on the show, and talk about what was their interaction in the what do they do for the show? How they like doing it? Because Tommy's not a part of it anymore, but he still is in a way because he was the original host.
Mm-hmm.
Joey, yes, and, he was still a part of the show, but he's not doing. He's doing real estate now, and Clark is still part of the show now. So Clark Gable III still part of the show. So gonna get him on the show one time or another. And
Nice.
talk about the good thing about having some of the guys on the show. We can kind of educate people on how audio, how to get your audio done, or how to shoot video, or how to edit stuff, and how to produce something and put it together as a whole.
Oh. Is everyone who works for the show, are they all Dallas-based production company?
Well, they all live here now, but they're not originally from here. No.
Valentine's Day is coming up.
Yes,
and I saw that you said that is the day of the cheaters.
It can be.
What?
I want to know more about that.
It can. We talked about this the other day on the show that the whole Valentine's Day. Actually, I'm doing a piece on Channel 8.
I saw that
on the 15th.
Oh, you are?
Called I don't know what they're going to call it, but it's talked about horror stories on Valentine's Day where I did an interview and showed them different places I caught people cheating in the Dallas area.
Oh, I want to know some of it. Tell
us.
They're just different places, but Valentine's Day or week, it's it falls on a Thursday this year, so there's always just if someone's going to cheat, they got to try to do something either the week before or the week after with the other person. They got to make time for the other person because they say that
it's a lot of work.
Valentine's Day is for lovers and for the others, right? So you got to mix it all together.
I've
never heard that before.
Yeah. So the other people want attention too. So you got to make a little time and
oh my God,
try to schedule something for the other person too. If you're cheating,
tell us a couple of Valentine's stories that you know.
I can tell you some stuff we did for the cheaters. I know we caught one guy downtown in Oak Cliff off Jefferson one night. That he was he had work nights and. At some, I think a grocery store, something like that. And we followed him from work that night. He got off work early and met this girl at this little taco place up here on Jefferson.
It's romantic.
In there and just eating it up. And we busted right in there. And sadly to say, it wasn't very, very, very good. And
so was the girlfriend with you guys? Like
wife, girlfriend? Wife, which one was it?
He was married. He had married and children. He was married and had children. And, she was, I can't believe you're in here. And you're over here spending money on this girl. And we got kids that need to be fed at home. And
yikes. Happy Valentine's Day.
Did you know? I mean, the other girl wasn't upset with the other girl. She was like, I just want to let you know what he has. He has nothing. You're wasting time.
Yeah, whatever he told you is broke ass.
Yeah.
Yeah. This guy kind of reminded me of Dave Chappelle a little bit, the guy we busted. He was real skinny and he was kind of funny. He goes, the police are coming right now. I'll let y'all know that. And it's just a big old mess. And
oh my goodness,
it's crazy. If you Google it, I think it's on. You'll see it on YouTube.
Yeah,
somewhere.
there's plenty of little random stuff on YouTube that's pretty entertaining.
Yeah. So he was very, very. He was upset. It was a really good one. It was really, really entertaining.